Greg, these two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defense. We're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. And stolen by Booker. It doesn't go for him. Plumlee with some nice D. Outside, George to the middle, and stolen by Ayton. Booker outside. Outside Durant. Here he goes. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. And I think it's a conversation.
Passes it to Ayton. Nice move. Oh, and then jammed by Ayton.
Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with him.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. To the paint. There's Covington. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Covington's got 5 now.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Ayton trying to break free. KD's shot is off. Here's Westbrook. Booker pulls it in. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Back to KD. Clock at 6. Pass to Booker. Down low, Durant. Here's Ayton. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Now, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Outside for Durant. Booker in the corner. Stolen by George. The 3 ball. No good on the shot. Now the Suns take it the other way. Ball passes to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find the teammate Chris Paul delivers.
Outside, George, and stolen by Booker. And now the Suns a fast break. Ayton dishes to Booker. Back to Ayton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. A minute 50 left in the first. Covington setting the pick for Westbrook. Pass to Covington. Westbrook up top. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. They get it back. The shot's good from Plumlee.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes with authority.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down. Guys, a little wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Paul with the steal. The pass to Ayton. Leonard with the steal. It's Covington on the wing. Here's Plumlee. And the rejection by Ayton.
Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And here's Leonard from 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. To the inside. And then Durant with the jam.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Ball against Westbrook. Out to the wing. The wide open look for Plumlee. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns ahead. Ending the first.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Plumlee. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Paul with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Right side, Kevin Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Good assertive play from KD, refusing to be denied on the interior.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Leonard finds Plumlee. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 6 points for Mason Plumlee. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Covington. And the Clippers call time here. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now. Because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from two-point land, three-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
KD on the wing. 90 that time from Leonard. Clippers trail by 5. It's Covington on the wing. Defended by Booker. Takes the 3. Covington's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's KD. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
I like how Durant uses his wily frame there to get off those shots. Not an easy shot, but for him, man, it looks easy.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
KD, a screen on Covington. Pass to KD. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by KD.
He's such the total package. Durant entered the league as an excellent ball handler. Now he's just a flat-out magician.
Zubats with the screen for George. He dishes it to Westbrook. And he drives in. And stolen by Ayton. Paul against Westbrook. Booker in the corner. Fires the three. And it's rebounded by Covington.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
1:32 left in the first half of the game. Now here's Powell. He's covered closely. With the drive and the dunk by Powell.
Not surprised Norman Powell can get up.
Suns leading by 8. Now here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Ayton kicks to Booker. Paul outside. 6 on the shot clock. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Working without the ball, CP3 with 0 hesitation, letting that one go.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. They get it again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Octopi. Paul surveying the floor. Inside, Durant. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And another one for KD, putting together a beautiful offensive night.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Lobbed up there for Durant. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, we've all seen it. The mobility, the wingspan of Durant. Seriously, how are you going to stop him on an alley-oop?
Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Powell.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Ball against Morris. Outside for Durant. Back to Paul. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
How much more you can say about CP3? Name a better floor leader. There's not one.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Paul nails both of them. Here's Gordon. And so it's Kevin Durant making headline. Thanks so much, Dave, for the grip. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And the basket by Gordon.
Well, if Eric Gordon gets the ball from beyond the arc, you have to respect his ability to knock those down. Well, part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Morris.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And Brett, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point, but with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have two teams in LA that can be this good.
Ball outside. Durant with a screen on Powell. Al Paul. He's got 5. And KD the bucket on the assist by Booker. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Highland, defended by Paul. Pass to Gordon. Here's Highland. Over Booker. Highland misses. Suns leading by 10. Booker no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Gordon with a screen on Paul. Back to Gordon. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. Triggers a replay review by the official.
At the line for the Clippers, Eric Gordon taking 2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's
The previous play is under review.
real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Paul outside. Down low. It's tipped. Here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
Durant imposing his will, this time at the rim.
Here's Highland, defended by Paul. And the pass to Gordon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Eric Gordon is always a threat as a 2-guard to score. However, the defense gets a little too physical with him there, which is why he gets to the free throw line.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Clock is at 3. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Ayton, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. That's 10 points for DeAndre Ayton. Ball against Westbrook. The dish now to Gordon. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
In terms of set plays, this is where Plumlee is very dangerous offensively, the old pick-and-roll game.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. Octopi, the pass to Booker. Here's Octopi, a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And so they foul intentionally. George is checked in for Eric Gordon.
Coming onto the floor for the Grizzlies.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. KD with it. Westbrook picks him up, and he gets the bucket. Durant's got 10 points in just the second half. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Phoenix calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Five to shoot. Outside, KD. No good. Shot missing. Westbrook with the nice D there. George with no one around. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Phoenix up by a dozen here at the...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston team.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Leonard. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Plumlee. And it's Westbrook in at the one. Plumlee, no luck. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And the burst from Russell Westbrook paying off that time. That's an impossible play for the primary defender to stop.
Ball outside. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound in this one. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
George looking around. Right wing to the middle. Plumlee dishes to Covington. Shot clock at 5. Covington setting the pick for Westbrook.
That's a nice contest. That's not going to show up in the box score, but Ayton bothered that shot.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
On defense, the Clippers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Kicks it out to Booker. Shot clock at 6.
And a good example of why Leonard perpetually makes the all-defensive team. You are caught on the Hawaiian Islands.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Phoenix leading by 12. Octopi, the pass to KD. Kicks to Ayton. Ball outside. On the wing, Booker. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds here tonight and an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Leonard. Going inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
Leonard hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Westbrook against Paul.
Blocking foul. Russell Westbrook. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Booker the pass to Durant. Good. A nice assist from Booker. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Booker dishes to KD. That shot off. Excellent D there from George. Clippers trail by 9. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Josh Octopi, third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
There's 1:54 left in the game. What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice.
Paul George dunk contest, he's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Ayton wide open. Drills the three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 10.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Passes it to Paul. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. George passes to Covington. Back to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Plumlee trying to break loose. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from George. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Paul dishes to Durant. That shot off the mark. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. From deep three-point range. Goes back up. The kick out to Westbrook. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Russell Westbrook just out there and focused, trying to find ways in which he can help out his team to secure any win. Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
Third team foul.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Getting bumped on the drive, Durant still maintains laser-sharp focus, something he's known for.
Covington finds Plumlee. Now here's Covington. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here is Ayton. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. A confident win. And all right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
I smack clowns with mad style.
these two teams play, it should be a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra. Possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5. Here's Paul. Banked it in off the glass.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Outside Bain. Moran against Paul. Morant, the pass to Bain. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Kicks it out to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks outside. Off target with the 3. It's Booker on the wing. Brooks defending. Booker, the pass to Aiden. Moran against Paul. Puts it up. And he hits the jump shot.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night. And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Moran. Back to Brooks. Inside. Here's Adams. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
It's funny watching Brooks. He kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he explodes with an aggressive move.
To the paint. Here's Aiden. Okogie on the wing. Back to Aiden. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
Chris Paul, first personal foul. First team foul.
The shooting of Desmond Bain, it's special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Moran against Paul. Jackson outside. Driving inside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Oh, Durant with a steal. And it's slammed in by Durant.
You can see why he loves to play in transition. You give Durant a head of steam, there's no stopping him.
Pass to Adams. Now Jackson. Adams with a screen on Durant. Back to Adams. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
The 3 from Bain. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix will come the other way. Left side Paul. Fires for 3. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Paul. Durant's got 7 points.
That's how you want the play to end. Durant, one of the best shooters in this league.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Paul finds Aiden. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Steven Adams. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
.103 left in the first. Clock at 6. Outside Durant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Desmond Bane, and Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Now here's Morant. To the middle. Here's Adams. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Ayton, a screen on Bane. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Durant with a screen on Bane. The kick to Durant. Driving to the basket. And Durant with the big finish.
Slashing in for the hammer. KD showing how to punish the rim.
Here's Morant. Jackson outside. Fires from deep. They grab their own miss. The shot comes out. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns ahead, leading by 9. After we welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Pass to Brooks. Adams with a screen on Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Morant with it. To the inside. Ooh, Durant with a steal.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
Here's Booker. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Memphis trailing here. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Paul, shot is off.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. Three shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far. Well, Smitty, recently it seems like mid-range shooting is making something of a comeback. More guys taking shots from that area.
And BA, I am so happy. There's nothing wrong with the mid-range game. Some stars have proven it's a viable method, even in the three-point focused modern game. And for the moment, defenses aren't always prepared to deal with it. Look at how solid Durant's mechanics are. Even the foul can't stop him from taking that shot.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Now here's Brooks. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 6.
You have to respect Ja's burst on the drive. So dangerous with the ball in his hands.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Grizzlies,
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Paul. Octopi on the wing. 3-pointer. Adams grabs the miss. And Memphis shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Brooks finds Morant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
And Morant drops them both. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Outside Paul. Outside Durant. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Durant's got 15 points.
The offensive arsenal of Durant is limitless. He fills it up so fast in a multitude of ways.
Up top, Jackson. Outside for Morant. 4 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Adams. Second chance shot. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Durant. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Booker. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. And Durant with the big finish.
The defense has to be careful. Kevin Durant has hops, taking the ball straight to the rim.
Morant, pass to Jackson. Morant against Paul. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
1:16 left in the first half of this game. Pass to Ayton. Here's Octopi. Outside Booker. Durant with a screen on Bain. Booker with it. Jackson in his pocket. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has a chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Adams with a screen on Paul. Jackson outside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Now here's Paul. Right side Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. Here's Octopi. Shot clock at 5. And it's Phoenix with another.
Love seeing Ayton take these mid-range jumpers. He realizes guys at his position have to hit these kind of shots.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Bain, no good. Durant against Bain. Durant, the pass to Ayton. The shot won't fall.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And we've reached halftime in this one.
17.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Octopi is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in its center, filling out the middle. And that's the group from Monty Williams as we begin the second half. The shot's good.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Pass to Octopi. Back to Paul. Uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 6.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than John Morant.
Paul against Morant. Paul with the bucket. Paul's gotten 4 this quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now here's Bane. Adams a screen. And the basket by Bane.
Great footwork from Bane, finding his opening.
Here's Paul. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Now here's Booker. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Pass to Ayton. The 3. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Morant against Paul. Morant, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Ayton, a screen on Bane. Booker, the pass to Ayton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Here's Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
And Kevin Durant, so long, you have to leave your feet to contest his shot. But that's how he gets you.
And both free throws good for Durant.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Morant finds Jackson. And here's Bane. Jackson, the screen. Will it go? And another miss by Memphis.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. And the basket by Bane. Bane's got 5 now.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Paul. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Paul passes to Durant. Count it. Durant's got 21.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Now here's Morant. 12 points for him.
Well, Morant's awareness in the pick and roll is special. He usually makes the right reads.
The drive by Paul. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Morant. Jackson on the wing. There's the triple. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And we've got 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Paul against Morant. Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Screen by Durant. Booker, pass to Durant. Stolen by Jackson. From deep, Bain. Here's Adams. He gets it off. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for the Grizzlies, Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Here's Paul, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Knocks it loose. Down low. Right side, Booker. Ball against Adams. Paul passes to Ayton. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Jackson. Morant with it. He's guarded by Paul. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Here's Octopi. And he converts the layup. And the Suns lead by 14.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Now here's Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Ayton. On the wing, Durant. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Suns?
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
What a night for John Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Ayton, a screen on Morant. Outside Paul. To the paint. Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Three-pointer, Brooks. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
You get the feeling that Brooks will get better and better with this shot. He's obviously working on it.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
Morant against Paul. Morant with the slam!
Wasting no time matching the slam with one of their own.
Showing some serious fight right there. The Suns have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Morant against Paul. Into the lane. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's the break. From deep, Bain. Durant pulls it in. Well, the Suns shooting at a very efficient 67%. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Inside. Here's Octopi. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now Morant. Adams a screen. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And it's the Suns with the ball. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Durant with a screen on Morant. The drive by Paul. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Suns lead by 11.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Suns.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kevin Durant.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
A three from the inbound. That one is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. "26 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Lets a three fly.
Love the heart of Chris Paul, especially on defense where he is an absolute pest.
Clock at 6. Jackson for three. And Aiden pulls it down. Now here's Paul. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Now, here is George. And Adams sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. And now, let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Westbrook. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steven Adams picks one up. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam?
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Morant surveying the D. Brooks against Westbrook. From down low. Here's Jackson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Passes it to Covington for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Covington has put such time and work into that perimeter game. Now the confidence he shoots it with knocks that down. That's beautiful.
Now here's Morant. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And George kicks to Covington. Drives to the hoop.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
Here's Morant. He can't get it to go. Good D by Covington. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Westbrook finds Zubac, and yes, it's good.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Morant outside. To the inside. Jackson passes to Brooks. Back to Jackson. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here's Adams, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
The Grizzlies pull it in. 1:56 left here in the first quarter. The drive by Brooks. It's not going to go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Now here's Morant. Brooks finds Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Leonard against Brooks. Leonard with the steal. 52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Screen by Zubac. Covington passes to Zubac. And Adams sends it back. And it's Brooks in the corner. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Leonard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. Think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Now here's Brooks. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Here's George. He gets it up.
Well, Steven Adams making his presence felt. This guy on the defensive end can be special.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. And we'll be back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
So on the floor for Memphis. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Brooks misses.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Covington setting the pick for Leonard. And there's the pass to Covington. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
I love Robert Covington's story. Here's an undrafted player out of Tennessee State who's now made a very long, productive NBA career as a 3-and-D player and just one of the hardest workers in the league.
And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Brooks against Westbrook. Adams outside. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And Adams sends it back. Morant against Leonard. Here's Adams. He goes up again. Goes up again. And Adams with the slam.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Leonard with the screen on Bane. Here's George. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Morant with it. Westbrook picks him up. Crafty move. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Brooks.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Highland passes to Gordon. Fades and shoots. Brooks grabs the board.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And finished off by Morant.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside Gordon. To halt the run. Offensive rebound. Plumlee. And the wide-open shot from Morris. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Right there in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And again, Ja Morant. And it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident looking to score with the ball.
To the paint. Shot clock at 6. And here's Morris for 3. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Outside Gordon. Morris with the screen for Gordon. Down low. Morris passes to Plumlee. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Morant outside. And there's the drive.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
The Grizzlies shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he makes both free throws. Here's Highland. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Morris with the screen for Gordon. On the wing, Morris. There's the triple. And Bain pulls it down. Memphis leading by 4. Highland with the rebound.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Morris right side. And Morris throws it down.
Well, there's a high IQ when you're talking about Marcus Morris. And in pick and roll sets, he is understanding how to get what he wants.
Here's Morant. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David. We'll be back after it.
Your Clippers, 23. The Grizzlies, 25.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. Three-pointer. Zubac in the post. Adams defending. Back to Zubac. Shoots over Adams. That one off the back iron and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky to break there for the lead.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
And George kicks to Covington. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Brooks has got the ball. Morant outside. On the wing, Bain. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Covington passes to Westbrook. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Zubac, a screen on Brooks. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Well, this might be Kawhi Leonard's favorite shot. It gets him in rhythm. The mid-range jumper so silky.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now here's Morant. He's got 16. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And George kicks to Zubac. Westbrook passes to Zubac. A second chance effort. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. George, no good. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. A three from Leonard. Zubac. Back to Leonard. Inside, the kick out to Westbrook. Good on the triple. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Pre-shot preparation, right? The ability to catch and shoot is there for Russell Westbrook.
Leonard against Morant. Here's Jackson. Shakes him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Albert Covington picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Here's Gordon. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. The Grizzlies shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Gordon against Bain. Gordon, the pass to Plumlee. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Plumlee's got his second basket.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. To the inside. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Morant. 11 points for Steven Adams.
Steven Adams is a great option in these pick and rolls. We know he's a high percentage finisher, guys.
Morant outside. Jackson in the corner. It's Brooks on the wing. 4 on the clock. Here's Morant. The Clippers grab the miss.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Gordon dishes to Plumlee. It's stolen by Adams. Feeds it to Jackson. Adams outside. Morant outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Morant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
.11 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Westbrook. And George now top of the key. Up in time. And that one released in time, but no good. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. And it's Morant missing. Clippers trail by 8. George looking around. To the middle. Takes it out to Leonard. The 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. it's resulted in a number of blocks.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
Westbrook kicks to George. Here's Zubac. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Morant outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
And he's good on the second. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Covington setting the pick for George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They lead by 4. And then Morant slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And then Leonard with the dunk.
The defense has zero clue on how to guard Paul George. A screen and roll genius. Fantastic at knowing when to pass.
Morant with it. The feed now to Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game. Up top, Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Brooks against Leonard. Shoots the 3. Nobody near George. Trains the three-pointer. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Morant outside. Clock at 6. And Morant throws it down.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
And George kicks to Covington. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Robert Covington, calm, cool, and collected.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Now Morant. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here we go, one-on-one. George against Bain. Jackson looking around. It's Morant in the corner. Money!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Covington wide open. He fires. It's good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
What a shot from Covington. You better be confident to take that shot.
Here's Morant. Empty that time from Leonard. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
And they get it back. For 3, Covington knocks down the 3.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection. Swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Back to Zubac. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. What a show they put up. Thank you, David. Great.
Smack clowns with mad style.
Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Outside Durant. And here's Ayton. Here's Okogie. Knocks down the triple.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Plumlee a screen. Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Back to Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
Ha, it doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Paul. That one goes. Count it.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
George passes to Plumlee. Launches a 3. George, that one's good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Westbrook against Paul. Pass to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ayton. Outside for Booker. Over George.
Yeah, just an outstanding defender. George's timing and feel for how to guard guys is a valuable commodity.
And the Suns call time here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Leonard. Takes the 3. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Okogie on the wing. Now here's Paul. Now Ayton. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
George outside. Outside Covington. Back to George. Covington finds George. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. George has got 5.
A wing not afraid to mix it up inside. PG-13 finishing down low.
And Ayton with the stuff.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And so here are the Clippers. Coming off a Suns make. George outside. Pass to Covington. No good on the 3. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Now Durant. He's checked by Plumlee. And Durant with the big finish.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Here's George. Westbrook against Paul. Stolen by Booker. The ball's knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Now here's Booker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Aiden beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Booker against Covington. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Leonard on the take. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
That hoop is what makes Kawhi so lethal. I mean, you have to respect the outside shot, but he can also take it right to the basket.
George has the open look. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. He's got 7.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And Aiden gets it to go.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Gordon left side. And that's not gonna go. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. So hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Kawhi Leonard out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Eric Gordon. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Zubats in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Gordon. That's good from Covington on the assist by Gordon.
A long, strong forward. Covington shows the ability to finish inside.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Here's Leonard, following the score by Phoenix. Gordon finds Westbrook, 5 on the clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
When I think of Westbrook, I think of one of the most intense players ever to play the game. A true competitor doing whatever it takes to will his team to a win.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. Outside Durant. Back to Paul. Outside Durant. Denied by Leonard.
One of the league's top defenders. Leonard excels at rising up to swat shots back.
There's a screen. Pass to Gordon. Westbrook with it. Back to Gordon. To the inside. Covington. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, Richard, I was looking over your accomplishments, doing a little extra prep on you. An NBA title with the Cavs, a state title in high school, and almost won it all in college at Arizona. Is that the one what-if in your career?
Oh, no. Thank you for bringing those up. But, yeah, I have tons of what-ifs. I have, you know, obviously the college championship. I also got Athens in the 04. And look, just for giggles, I also like to talk about the 2 times I lost in the NBA Finals going against Shaq and Kobe, then Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. But the funny thing is, it's not like they didn't have Hall of Fame head coaches. It was only Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich. So, you know, I've run into a few buzzsaws in my day.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
And the shot goes in. Ball's got 4 points this quarter.
You know what he wants? He wants to attack, and then guess what? He wants to attack some more. This man was born to go to the rim.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And here are the Suns now, following the score by the Clippers. Booker, good. Booker's got his first basket.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Pass to Gordon. Back to Westbrook. Here's Zubac. Out to Leonard. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. A nice shot by Zubac.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer, one of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Paul with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Durant, and Durant with the big finish.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Gordon against Booker. Gordon left side. And they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these
The previous play is
disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Leonard right side. 6 on the shot clock. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside for Booker. This one for 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Covington, a screen on Booker. Gordon, the pass to Covington. Back to Gordon. Westbrook finds Gordon. The shot misses. And Phoenix the other way now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Durant, the pass to Paul. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Substitution for your Clippers. Marcus Morris, Sr. Norman Powell. Paul George. Bones Highland.
To the middle. Here's George. And George with the jam.
And so often, he's the ball handler in screen and roll, but on that play, George sets a great pick and finishes with confidence.
The 3 from Ayton. No good that time. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a
31.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
On the court right now for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5. The Clippers trail. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
On defense, the Suns. Up top, George. 9 points in the game. Shot clock at 3. Here's Highland. He shoots again. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Paul. Kicks it to George. This for the tie. And Ayton pulls it down. Outside Booker. Here's Paul. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Paul's got 10 points.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Ayton finds Paul. Back to Ayton. Over Morris. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Now here's George. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
And it's Paul off the drive. Good. 12 points for him.
And this is a throwback performance from Paul, flat out taking over in a big way right now.
Morris passes to Plumlee. George outside. Plumlee a screen. Pulls up, high post. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Plumlee's gotten 4 this quarter.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
George outside. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. The kick out to Morris. Goes back up. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Octopi. Left side Paul. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Covington's checked in for Morris. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Powell. Gordon, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Highland. And here they go. Here's Covington. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A strong role player that chips in wherever he can. Every team could use a guy like Robert Covington.
First free throw is good. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, B.A., it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh, the claw. I mean, Leonard controls the ball with those massive hands. Just throws it down.
Inside. And out of bounds. The Clippers will take it. Los Angeles has gotten nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Ball against Westbrook. Gordon with a screen on Paul. Westbrook, the pass to Gordon. There's Plumlee with a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Paul into the lane. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Leonard against Booker. With the fadeaway. Yep, that one goes. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Resourceful play by Leonard, finding himself a look for mid-range and sinking it.
Outside Paul. Here's Durant. That shot missing. Ooh, solid D from Leonard. The Clippers call timeout. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Clippers on top. They're up by 3. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. George with it, now guarded by Ayton, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, really nice feel from George, making the correct decision in a two-man game.
Outside Booker. Kogi on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. With the tip. It's good on the putback.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
Hey, had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, credit to Covington for watching the floor there and giving it away to a better position shooter.
The kick out to Paul. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's George. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Booker. Westbrook with the rebound. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard outside. And he banks in the layup.
And it's so easy to see why Leonard's teammates feed him so much. Once he gets going, watch out.
George with a steal. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 14. Covington passes to Zubac. Three-pointer, no good. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Booker, no good.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Leonard against Durant. Fires the 3. That one no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Booker. And scores off the crossover.
When they need points, they do everything possible to get Booker his touches.
Covington, a screen on Paul. Here's Westbrook. That shot is off. Booker with the defensive effort. The Suns have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Pass to Durant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
You wouldn't know the pressure is on by looking at Durant. He is one cool customer at the line.
Plumlee's checked in for Los Angeles.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Westbrook against Paul. Plumlee. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
To the paint. Here's Ayton. Deflected. Leonard outside.
As even a temperament as you'll ever find, Leonard is usually nails at the line, especially at the end of games.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers. And so he drops them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
The kick to Durant. Back to Octopi. Ooh, solid D from Leonard. For Los Angeles, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Six seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Drives to the hoop. Westbrook outside. Jacks up a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. And the Clippers have possession. We've got 22 seconds left in the final quarter. From deep. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. A clean win, and one where the... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Always excited to see these two monster teams battle it out. You know, Greg, whoever comes out on top tonight will have really made a statement to the league.
And, Kevin, no matter what happens, this is a great opportunity for both teams. They say iron sharpens iron. The only way you get better is by facing challenging opponents.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Octopi in at the small forward. Now here's Morant.
Get there, get there.
There's the drive.
This is what the coaches are asking from DeAndre Ayton. It helps when he hustles and works extra hard on D.
And it's Morant missing. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Booker looking around. Outside, KD. Back to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Ball against Morant. To the inside. And Adams kicks to Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Morant.
Well, tough to stick with Steven Adams on that play. Great at diving into the open space after the massive screen.
Ayton laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here's Bain. And he's good on the 3-ball.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
So it's Phoenix now after the 3-pointer from Desmond Bain. Here's Booker. He gets that one.
Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now here's Morant. Back to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Adams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Here's Durant. Pass to Ayton. Here's Paul. Makes it off the glass. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. Oh, the power on that threw-down.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
The shot's good.
And this is what he does so well, putting the defender back on his heels and being relentless in flying to the basket.
Bain passes to Jackson. No good on the 3. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Some guys will wow you with their overall size or incredible athleticism. Devin Booker does it with his pure ability to score the ball.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Outside Jackson lets it go with the 3. They get it back, and it's Adams on the follow.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength in the offensive glass.
And it's Paul penetrating. And Booker kicks to KD. And the layup is good.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Here's Morant. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
Both free throws good from Morant. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Paul kicks to KD. Booker outside. KD a screen. Booker the pass to Durant. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant drives in. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
A nice shot by Booker.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Morant against Paul. And that one's good. Morant's got 8 points.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Morant with the steal. Payne for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Memphis.
And guys, they've done a great job beating their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists is a nice way to play.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Here's Jackson. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Paul. And Adams sends it back.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
Now off the inbound, and the dunk by Booker. Now Brooks. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And the rejection by Jackson. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Bane against Booker. Stolen. Morant against Paul. Morant drives in. Bucket is good. And that's now 10 points for Ja Morant.
Hard trying to contain Morant. When he makes up his mind he's going to score, he goes full force.
Adams against Durant. And Adams sends it back. And he recovers it. Another shot. And it's Durant missing. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson a screen on Paul. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Out to Brooks, and stolen by Booker. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Booker's got the lead up to 3 now for Phoenix.
Sign of a great score is even though the defense starts to get more physical, it keeps you unfazed, and Devin Booker is that right now.
In the corner, it's Bain. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And relentless in his attack. Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
For 3, Octopi. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Octopi's got 6 points. Morant against Paul. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Morant.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. Yes, sir. There's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. Inside. Adams' shot is off. Suns leading by 4. Outside, KD. Good. Nice job down low. 6 points for him.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Morant scanning the floor. 3-pointer and stolen by Ayton. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Durant with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And then Durant with the dunk.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Adams sets the pick for Bain. Bangs home the trifecta.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Here's Morant. And so we wrap up the first half. Suns ahead. Okay, David, much appreciated.
28, the Suns, 35.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Octopi in at the small forward position. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Booker against Brooks. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just superior focus for Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Driving the lane. Adams in the corner. Jackson with the screen. Here's Brooks. That one, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Paul gets to Ayton. Outside, KD. And it's Ayton missing. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant outside. Jackson a screen on Paul. It's Morant with the drive. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Here's Paul outside for Durant. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Adams. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Adams has got 8 points.
Steven Adams, a workhorse down low like that. Once he's got position, he'll want the ball.
Ayton against Adams. Back to Ayton. From past the arc. Drills it from outside. He's got 5.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Paul against Morant. Outside Jackson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. 7-point differential. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. The drive by Booker. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Just such a gifted scorer. I mean, Devin Booker, a guy that drops 70 once in a game. You got to be kidding me.
Back to Jackson. Outside, Bane. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Jackson kicks to Adams. Here's Morant. Oh!
Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Ball against Morant. Durant inside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Morant. 23 points in the game. Down low. Kick out to Adams. There's the pass to Morant. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Durant missing. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Now here's Morant. To the paint. Here's Adams. It's rebounded by Durant. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Over in the corner, Paul. Outside for KD. Looking to end his cold spell.
Well, the great ones can do this. When Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's going to score or he's going to get fouled.
The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line. And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Morant finds Jackson. Out to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bane's got 9 points. And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
You got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
It's that time, Grizzlies fans. Here comes your Grizzlies.
Paul goes in. Banked in off the glass. 12 points for him.
Defense is not able to keep up with the speed and really the awareness of Chris Paul that time.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Chris Paul. Grizzlies timeout.
Here's Morant. And the Last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Man, when a guy like Chris Paul is hustling out there, it's...
And so it's the Phoenix Suns in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Paul passes to Booker. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Here's Booker driving to the basket.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Jackson a screen on Paul. Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Paul passes to Ayton. Knocked loose. Back to Paul. Into the lane. He dishes it to Ayton. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Brooks leading the charge. Outside for Jackson. And he banks in the layup. Jackson's got his first points in this one.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Jones checked in for Morant. Paul kicks to Booker. Kept alive. Tries again. And Ayton with the layup. And the Suns lead by 8.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Kick out to Adams. Outside, Jones. Adams with the screen on Paul. Brooks outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson misses. Phoenix leading by 8. Here's KD. KD sets the pick for Paul. Pass to Octopi. Dishes it to KD. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Well, they might have made contact with Durant, but really didn't affect him at all.
Adams sets the pick for Bain. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
To the wing right side. Ayton, the pass to KD. Booker with no one around on the 3 off target. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Trailing by 10. Ayton for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
The drive by Booker. Basket counts. Booker's got 21.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Bain kicks to Jackson. Outside, Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot here, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Kicks it out to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Adams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on 8.
Well, he's such a big guy, Adams, but he does move quite well, and that helps his ability to get to the free throw line.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Now the team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jones against Paul. Durant with a screen on Jones. A shot by Paul, nobody around. Off target from three-point range. Outside for Jackson. Fires the three. Frames it from downtown.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
So the Suns win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
mentally prepared to... go to work on the road.
Here we go.
So the Clippers win the tip. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Brooks finds Morant. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
His first step, we know, quickness, second to none. Westbrook almost impossible to stop when he gets downhill.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Outside Bain. Launches it. The shot that time not on target. And Los Angeles the other way now. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Here's Morant. He's got a piece of it. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Zubac. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Leonard.
Nice defense by Dylan Brooks, using his power on that play.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Jackson for three. Sinks the tray. Jackson's got 5 now.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Leonard double team to the right side. For 3, Westbrook connects from downtown.
This is who Westbrook is in a nutshell. A flat-out baller with a quick trigger.
Outside Morant. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Second chance effort. And Adams lays it in.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
George, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Bain, the pass to Adams. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Pass to Jackson. Let's go with a 3.
On defense, Robert Covington uses his size and athleticism very well.
It's blocked. Westbrook left side. Now Leonard. Back to Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Pass to Zubac. It's rebounded by Memphis. 1.5 minutes left now in the first quarter. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation. High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Morant, the pass to Bane. And he drives in, count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
The range on Desmond Bane's stroke opens up a lot of driving avenues.
Westbrook can't hit.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. So that'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 5. Out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Covington, no good. Memphis has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. From deep, Bane. And another miss by Memphis. Covington against Morant. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Leonard. Off the inbound pass. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Comfortable inside, plus the 7'3" wingspan. Hard to stop Kawhi without fouling.
And Leonard drops them both. And here's Morant. Fires the 3.
Locked down. Leonard, a smothering force on the defensive end.
And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
I love how Kawhi gets to his spots. He won't let the defense throw him off.
Here's Morant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. All right, Smitty, let's talk defense. Yes, that side of the ball. What makes a great defensive player in today's game?
I think the #1 thing for me is grit. Also, D is about heart and desire. The best defenders never take a play off. They play hard all the time. They also study film, and a lot of playing defense is mental.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe. The free throw dropped for Brooks.
There's a terrific intensity to Dylan Brooks' game. He doesn't hold back and exploits any weaknesses he can.
Now here's George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Steven Adams. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Memphis.
Easy for me. They've made the most of their opportunities by getting to the line, and they are knocking them down as well.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Morant. Here's Adams. Another shot. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
For the Clippers, Norm Powell comes in for Leonard, and it's man in for Westbrook. Plumlee, a screen on Morant to the inside. Out to Powell. Puts up a three. Counted from distance. Powell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. The three from Bain. Fires in the triple. Bain's got 7 points in the game.
When you need to get 3 points right back, Desmond's the man you want on the job.
Here's Mann. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Jackson, pass to Morant.
And there's just one foul now away from the finish.
Morris, he's checked in for Covington. Here's Bain. He's got 7. Clock at 6. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Gordon, he's checked in for the Clippers. Russell Westbrook comes in for Mann. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Bain. And he comes up with a bucket. He's got 7.
Right at the basket is where Westbrook wants to be. He is fearless about going inside. Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's the triple-double king.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Memphis leading. Morant, the pass to Adams. Here's Bain. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Jackson. That one drops for him. Jackson's got 7 points in the game. And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
Yeah, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Highland, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Morris. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
On the wing, Bain. Defended by Gordon. Memphis the rebound. Outside Morant. On the take.
Attack! Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Pass to Plumlee. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Morant sinks it from distance. And now it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
Outside Bain. Back to Adams. That'll do it for the first half. It's
the Clippers 27.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
So, on the floor for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Leonard with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Brooks against Leonard. Zubac passes to Covington.
Opposing defenders know what Robert Covington is capable of, giving him no room.
And he drops a first.
Robert Covington at the line for two.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the Grizzlies shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Brooks, the pass to Adams. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And the muscle from Adams there. Able to take the hit and still finish off the shot.
The free throw drops for Adams. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting around 50% in the game so far. Oh, Brooks with the steal. George with a steal. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Bane. Now Morant. 14 points for him. And then Morant with the jam.
What a night for John Morant. Showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
George passes to Covington. The rebound by Jackson.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Adams finds Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jump.
The Clippers call timeout. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. George outside. A shot to stop the run. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. George has got 5 now. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Got a piece of it. Oh, George with a steal. The finish and the jam by George.
The anticipation for the steal, the athleticism on the finish. Paul George is a game changer.
Outside Morant from the arc. Drops in the 3. Morant's got 9 points in the quarter.
You know, he's doing whatever he wants on offense in this one.
And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game. Leonard outside. That shot off. Good work defensively by Brooks. The Grizzlies have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Morant. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. .146 left to play in the third quarter here. Bane, the pass to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Morant against Leonard. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Offline with a 3.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Picked by Covington. For 3, George. And he can't get that one. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Moran against George, and the foul called on Paul George. That's foul number 2 for him, and it's a completely new group for the Clippers. The Clippers on D, down by 15. Jackson the screen. Morant the pass to Jackson, and there it is for him. Jackson's got 9 points.
This is a big target coming off the pick and roll. Jaren's lethal in this set.
Morris outside. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Morant with it. Give him 23. Six to shoot. Rebound by the Clippers. Gordon outside. Pass to Plumlee. Over Jackson.
The length, the quickness, and the agility. Jaren Jackson has everything he...
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. More 2K action in just a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
This is where Adams feasts. Get him the ball in his spots, and he does the rest.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
So it's the Clippers now. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Moran against Gordon. Down low. Here's Plumlee. Can't hit that one. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Well, Memphis shooting has been good. 54% in this one. Brooks finds Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow. So impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Now here's Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's gotten 4 this quarter.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Covington, a screen on Payne. George goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Outside Morant.
To see that kind of elevation from your point guard. Ja Morant's a reliable finisher.
Zubac's inside. Adams is there. And Zubac's with the basket on the assist by Leonard.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
The 3 from Payne. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Leonard for three. Drains the triple.
A guy who's made only 25% on threes in college, Kawhi's range has increased as much as anyone.
Now here's Morant. And so he draws the foul. Headed to, well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video.
The previous play is under
Be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
It's that time again, everybody. Come on and give a round of applause for your Grizzlies breaker. Once again, fans, your Grizzlies breaker.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Outside Covington, the 3-ball. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Outside Bane. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Grizzlies.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Morant.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Now here's Bane. Right side Morant. George with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Pass to Brooks. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Now here's Bane. Brooks from outside. No good there. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. George's shot is off. And here's Memphis. Jackson outside from deep three-point range. It's rebounded by George. Right side Covington. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
This is what Covington does, a confident three-point shooter.
And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a trip.
I smack clowns with mad style.